Hello everybody. In this session, we will discuss the potential of microorganism and biodegradation of xenobiotic compounds. A large number of bacterial and fungal genera possess the capability of degrading organic pollutants, and we'll see what is biodegradation. Biodegradation is defined as the biologically catalyzed reduction in the complexity of chemical compounds. It is a process by which organic substances are broken down into smaller compounds by living microorganisms. The biodegradation process by microorganism is based on two processes, growth and co-metabolism. In the case of growth, organic pollutants are used as the sole source of carbon and energy, and this process that result in complete degradation or mineralization of organic pollutants. Whereas the co-metabolism involves the addition of easily metabolizable organic matter such as glucose or cellulose along with other compound to be degraded to a complex microbial community, thereby increasing the biodegradation of recalcitrant compounds that are usually not used as carbon and energy sources by microorganisms. Now we will discuss the basic sequences in the biodegradation of xenobiotic compounds by bacteria. The first step include the cellular uptake of compounds. Another one include the manipulation of the substrate by ring cleavage, and then ring fission and ring cleavage, and conversion of the cleaved product into standard metabolites, and finally the utilization of metabolites. Now we will very briefly discuss how this microorganism causes the biotransformation or the conversion of xenobiotics into simpler non-toxic compounds. This includes two types of reactions catalyzed by microorganism. The first one is known as the phase 1 reactions. The phase 1 reactions alters the xenobiotic complex from lipophilic to polar so as to commence the introduction of individual groups into the preliminary compounds like hydroxyl group, amino, carboxyl and sulfhydryl group. And the common reactions include the oxidation, that is involving the monooxygenation process. For example, in the case of benzene, that is aromatic hydroxylation. And the second type is the reduction of azo and nitro compounds, and is usually supported by anaerobic conditions. Third, by the hydrolysis of esters, and the substrates that are involved in hydrolysis are phosphate ester, carboxylic acid ester and epoxide. In the phase 2 reactions, the phase 1 metabolites undergo a conjugation reaction among the substrate to capitulate the conjugates. And these phase 2 reactions involve glucuronidation. Reaction is its distinctiveness is the high capability for catalysis and the availability of proficient feedstock conjugation at high substrate levels. The second one is sulfation. The main reaction characteristics are high affinity, little capability of catalysis, and the availability of competent feedstock conjugation. Third one is the glutathione conjugation. Here the substrates that are involved in glutathione conjugation comprises a vast array of electrophilic xenobiotics. The fourth type of reaction in the phase 2 is acetylation reaction. The fifth one is methylation reaction. And all these type of reaction in the phase 2 reaction convert the compounds or the biodegradation of the synbiotic compounds.